Hello, hello, and welcome back to another music reaction with me, your host, Rachel. I'm an avid music lover, Twitch streamer, and singer, and today we are going to be listening to another song by Avenged Sevenfold. This one is special. This song is called Fiction. Most of you will know a bit of the backstory behind how this song was made. But for those of you that don't, this was the last song that the Rev, or James Sullivan, the drummer who died in 2009, wrote. So it's a pretty special one to the band. We're going to hop into this and give it a listen. Very different than what I usually hear from them.
Like a friend, we saw it through. In the end, I gave my life for you.
It's very piano heavy. It just sounds like it's piano and drums. And of course the vocals.
While I may be undefined, this piece just on the other side. Not that I can, or that I want, let it burn into my skin, let it burn.
The song itself feels very sad and chaotic. I can't imagine the mindset of when writing this. But that's just really what it is like coming across to me, is this deep sorrow, but also this chaoticness. With all of and it honestly, it just sounds like it's drums and a piano. And the vocals, I believe I read, were actually the Revs. Or at least parts of it are. Which is a beautiful tribute to him, to, you know what, like, take every scrap of, like, take every piece of whatever is left of him, vocally or musically or anything, and make it whole and honor that memory of his, honor that musical ability he had, honor that creativity. I think is really beautiful that they still did this song. And it must have been hard because I believe I read somewhere that he didn't do the drums for this, or at least he didn't do all of the drums for this before he unfortunately passed away. So that must have been really hard coming in as that person to bring his music to life. Like, that's a really heavy responsibility to take on. So yeah, kudos to and yeah, kudos to them to piece this all together for the ref. Let's continue this. It just sounds like a nightmare, like what it says on the screen.
Left this life to set me free. Took a piece of you inside of me. All this hurt can finally fade. Promise me you'll never feel afraid. Not that I can, or that I want. Let it burn under my skin. Let it
Ooh, this part is getting me. Just like the vocals for one are very, it's got either layering or reverb or something on it. Or I don't know if they layered the yeah, layered the vocals or reverb. But it gives it kind of like that like shouting ethereal kind of calling to emotion to it. And then just the piano itself, what they had written, it of that stumbling kind of downfall. It evoked a feeling of, I don't know, like scrambling to cling on to like hope or some sort of lighter feeling. Like it I don't know. That's what I was getting from that, and I was like, it was emotionally getting to me because it's like he wrote this song um before he passed away, and I don't know how he passed away. I know that there's a whole uh I believe there's a whole like argument about how everything went down, but it's just sad that this sounds like not a healthy state of mind, even within the lyrics itself. Um, so it's just sad to know that for however long he was writing this song, that this was his state of mind, if that makes sense.
Here on the highway, yeah. I know you'll find your own way when I'm not with you. So tell everybody, the ones who walk beside me, yeah. I hope you'll find your own way when I'm not with you tonight. I hope it's worth it, what's left behind me, yeah. I know you'll find your own way when I'm not with you. So tell everybody, the ones who walk beside me, yeah. I know you'll find your own way when I'm not with you tonight.
Yeah. Even those last few verses of I hope it's worth it what's left behind me. I know you'll find your own way, so tell everybody, the ones who walk beside me. I know you'll find your own way, but I'm not with you tonight. It gives me like um uh I believe it's that song by Billie Eilish, I Got Everything I've Wanted. Um cuz she's like I had a dream, I got everything I wanted. Um but like it's not all that it seems to be. And there was a very dark theme with that song of internal struggle, and I feel like and then also in it that struggle as well of like you do have people you love, and it's hard, like you don't want to leave them, but it's like it's just life is really hard. um and so it just reminds me very much of that song in terms of the like the evocation of emotion that is happening from it. Like it's sorrowful, but it's also hopeful. Um, and I mean, Billie Eilish's song went a different direction for the end of the song. Um, but I just mean it has those moments of very deep um, feelings of like hopelessness. And it was honestly listening to it, I think it was about two, three thirds of the way in when it hit that piano solo where it just gradually went down. But at this, it just gave me such a like visceral feeling of clawing on to hope. It's like what that um, section of the song really, at least, communicated to me. Um, but it's a beautiful song, and um, it's slow, and it's a bit different than a lot of the Avenged Sevenfold stuff that I've heard. So it was a different vein for them to explore, and it's really beautiful that that they finished the song for the Rev. Um, it just shows how much um, they loved him. Is the word that I was looking for. That they loved him. So it's really beautiful. Just the connection of that band, the family of that band. Um, but thank you for recommending it. I feel like I had gone along a bit of a journey of the era that the Rev was in with Avenged Sevenfold. And I think this brings it to a nice close, if that makes sense. Of closure around kind of what happened with the Rev. Because honestly, like it was very sad to hear. Like I don't know him personally, but that doesn't mean that we aren't empathetic with other people, because we've all had struggles in our lives, lost people. Um, and we can relate to that and understand that in others. And so I think it's yeah, it's a nice way to tribute him and get a bit of closure, I think. That was beautiful though. So thank you for recommending it. I'm going to leave it there, but I want to thank you all for watching. I really do appreciate you all, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.